Hi, my name is Dennis Naylor, and my final project is social media during the NFL draft. I chose to do the NFL draft because I can see myself being in the NFL one day. My long-term dream and something I've always pictured myself doing was playing in the NFL one day. Being able to play under those nights on Sundays or play in the afternoons on Sunday. And that's something I've always pictured and dreamed of myself doing. A dream come true. Social media has done a great job with keeping up with the status of all the different teams and their drafted players. As a fan of the game of football, you always want to be able to know and keep up with these things. Keeping up with the players and where they're going is huge. Knowing that who and your favorite team. If a person is a Cleveland fan, they want to know what Cleveland players are coming. What players are coming to Cleveland. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you want to know what players are coming to the Miami Dolphins. And social media, live tweeting, Instagram, Facebook, those things to keep you updated on what's going on with the NFL draft. Leading up to the NFL draft, it's a huge process. Guys train. The biggest thing is training. During training, those guys work hard, they train hard, and they prepare themselves hard to be in front of the camera. To be in front of the camera, it gives them an advantage. Social media gives players, coaches, and teams advantages. The more that you're broadcasted by social media, it gives you a bigger name and makes you more noticeable. People know who you are. Social media cover highlights of all the future NFL players. The players can also interview with different broadcast companies such as ESPN, CBS, ESPN2, plus the Big Ten Network, and etc. The NFL Draft also establishes a new source of income with viewers following their favorite players. There are numerous amount of college athletes who are getting exposure due to social media. However, while getting exposure, are these players getting revenue for their names, attracting more viewers to the official draft day? That's a great question, because if those guys are using their name now and they are getting more viewers for the NFL Network and all these things, they are bringing money into the NFL, more money to the NFL. So is that making money for the players or not? An ethical situation with pretty much using Teddy Bridgewater as an example. We've reached out to many teams about Bridgewater and all have been down on him. Perhaps the most glaring response we've heard came from an executive with an NFC playoff team that has no need for a starting quarterback. They have their franchise signal caller, but they could use a reserve player. So we asked the executive his thoughts on some quarterbacks, including Teddy Bridgewater. And another example of how social media can help or either hurt you. A prime example with guys who does bad in the eyes of the public or in the eyes of the media, they can give you a bad rep. And giving you a bad rep can either hurt your draft stock or just hurt your appearance in general, how people view you in the public. So it can either be a positive or negative thing. And there has been a thing that has come up with gay players coming out. I don't think it affects them, but it can hurt or help. So the things that you do on and off the field correlates to how people view you through the media and the things that you do. And all that leads up to the NFL draft, where everything comes together. Interviews, live tweeting, pictures and videos. This is the main stage of everything. Social media is live tweeting is huge at this point. Everything is huge. Everything that you do is watch, is pictures, is everything. Everybody can see everything that you're doing and the whole process that you're going through. And this process is every man's dream. If you're a football player, this is your dream. It's going to the NFL draft and waiting to hear your name called whenever is your time. And at this point in time, you have different interviews. You get to meet with different people, and you get to communicate with these different people and get to have these things going. And that gives you a boost and it gives you an advantage, because the more your name is out there, the better of a chance that you have to sell yourself. Pretty much, social media gives you that advantage to sell yourself. and it's only a few people and a few players that really have social media on their side. It's like the top 10, like those guys like Johnny Manziel, Teddy Bridgewater, and some of those guys who are coming from a high-powered schools and have some of the bigger names. Those guys get an advantage, so that can also give them an extra boost, and that's how social media helps during the NFL draft. Thank you.